listeners, Harika here, and I'm super excited to welcome you to UppTalk. If you're ready to learn and get your hands work wonders in the world of information technology, then you're in the right place. When I say UppTalk, we are not just another edtech company. Consider we are your learning partner committed to unlocking your full potential. Whether you're stepping into the world of technology for the first time or looking to advance your career, we provide top-tier, hands-on courses to build up your career. Let's take our first step towards learning here and explore it.
You were able to. What did you try actually? Other than this thing, have you inserted all the columns and got in a single layout? I got the data in a table actually. I got the data in a table and I was trying to apply the hiding condition. Hiding the column based on the condition. Yesterday you were telling that one. Thank. I just inserted all the columns there. Just renaming the label names actually. You can remove the initial column's bank account because we are getting blank items. Blank values for the first token. If you don't want to remove that, give it a credit. Even this. Also, you can actually have your own name to be properly reduction if you're seeing. That in a congestive tables you can actually get that described as per year on this thing. Straight line amount. Straight line date. This one is line amount. Line amount. That's and debate. Now we were able to get this. And let's borrow these things. That it will look a little good actually. The easy way to actually reduce your this thing is you can actually copy, format and paste. Formatted this will make the things a little quick. You can change any formatting that you want to have, font size, and the filter you can. Thank you. Thank you. I will do more on those things. See after. Bothering from this comment. Shiloyan has his to work. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now we are able to border equally. Now, if you wanted to do some kind of moisturizing for this one, generally there will be color codes actually. When you actually do in actual development, you'll be having some color codes. That will be helpful actually to just go with the codes. But here I've just taken with the regular standard things. That's fine. Now we were able to group part of them. Aggregation frame for this one. We have statement line amount. They're able to see it. You're there. Insert accreditation. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What is the shortcut for merging the cells? What I have done is, let's say, if you have this, you have your cursor here. Just drag your cursor and have merge. Here merge cells. This is the total line amount actually. And if you wanted to format this number also, you can do. Formatting format number go there and we have custom format. This one. Thanks. Currency. You want to have process operator, you can go and symbol if you want, you can add symbol and decimals. You just added two half of actually, but you can if you wanted to actually do any kind of thing, bowling down or up, anything you can do, just 2.7 if you want to have 0. Also an 1,000 separator that even when just giving a symbol space, also I'm going to have and go symbol space. This this should be the format that we are getting in the layout actually. This is the format we actually made. That's how we want to have. And this 1.5 is to be populated. Connected with the different colors. But the aggregated amount seems to be wrong actually. This is not actually involved. This is in a draft version. Whenever you do something in BIRT, think that will not be 100% accurate. But when you deploy this to the report, there you will see the actual XML tags returning the data. Deploy this one and see that will be more accurate BIRT thing. It will not be. Whenever you're testing something, when you're running layout within BIRT, you'll be seeing some kind of mismatch actually. But when you deploy this and do some kind of validation, that will be more accurate. Now let me deploy this and see. Thank you. Thank you. We did deploy, we did not deploy. Thank you. Let me go to the report. Thank you. Sheet runs out there. When you run this process, it is running for around 323 items actually. When you run this one, if you take a couple of seconds, a couple of minutes, when you actually click on notify me, it will be coming to your notifications actually. All the statements that got generated will be coming to your notifications. Since it is running on UAE, the recommended option is whenever things are running on UAE, do not keep them waited. It's what the best practice that you can see. Now came to the notification. See if something gets triggered or not. Now we got document actually. What but for the same date, they haven't aggregated. Which one? For the same date, for the same statement date, they are not aggregated. What do you mean by same statement? Statement date. When the statement date is same, the amount is not aggregated, not based on the amount. Go to the previous screens. Not based on date, will not get aggregated. Whatever the column that we have given, that will get aggregated. I mean the aggregation should be done based on some column, based on this column. It is just getting low. What we did here, we see this. What we did, we inserted this column. Statement line amount. Based on this, your aggregation will happen if you wanted to do some kind of grouping on this, it will combine. No, the thing is that when we do aggregation, it should be based on some dimension. That's what I'm asking. That's what even I'm saying. I don't know whether you're understanding or not. I'm not understand. The thing is that because then when we say about aggregation, the aggregation generally based upon some dimension. That's what I know. Let me clear. Here what dimension you're talking about. We are actually doing aggregation on this amount. Aggregation on line amount. Line amount itself, when it has multiple columns, it will get aggregated. It will get aggregated. When you have multiple other columns that you want to have, you can actually do the same thing actually here. When you want to have multiple columns, you can do aggregation plus and make multiple columns get aggregated. Now we don't have multiple within the column. You want to have aggregation. What dimension you want to have here based on statement data. Do it on the statement data that I can see. Statement date. How can you do? Statement date is not an integer. Actually date is a date aggregation. Attribute actually based on how you will do. How can we do? Because it's a dimension you can change it into dimension, and because I want to get that total value for a statement date. Based on the date, how much debits I have done and how much credits I have done. That's what I want to see. I don't know, I don't understand the financial terminology, but date is a kind of different attribute based on date. You cannot do actually. You can actually do something on the entire this line amount is there. You can actually get this amount is actually getting aggregated. When you see this, whatever you're seeing, this is actually aggregated term only, and the total amount is aggregated term only. Based on the date, if you're saying, I don't know that you're asking to group by date, and you're wanting to have the total amount by grouping each date. You wanted to have a line. Amount is what you're asking. I'm not understanding the financial term, actually statement date. Debit and credit kind of thing, but you can actually do everything within aggregation only. It's not something you can do based on combined statement data. You got it. I am coming here. A few more things. Fast but not easy. 5 more. I am looking to see. Hold it up for. Thank you. You can actually add a certain amount. This is where you actually whatever the column that you want to agree to generally add, but not based on date if you're asking the. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This application should be this way. Coming by row, whatever, we are aggregated by this column only. You are seeing combine this column is what we are seeing. Combine this column and have all the columns to be aggregated is what we are seeing. Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel. For more information, contact us sales@uptalk.com.